Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're here in the kitchen again today because somebody had asked me about making a glaze. So someone who had watched my buttercream videos wanted to know if we could make an icing that you could just pour on. So the answer is yes. What you're looking for is a glaze. So glazes are really easy to make and you can make them any flavor you like. Today we're just going to make a vanilla glaze. Basic vanilla glaze. So simple, so easy. You can do it in just a couple minutes and it's ready right away. So you're going to want to start with 1.5 cups of icing sugar, also called powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar, depending on where you are. Here we just call it icing sugar because it really is used for making icing. So to that, we are going to add about 2.5 tablespoons of milk. You do want to use milk, don't use water, because milk makes a really nice, gentle glaze, which is quite flavorful. So give that a little bit of a mix, just till it looks about like that. Then you're going to add to that about a tablespoon or less of melted butter. So between a teaspoon and a tablespoon, depending on how much butter flavor you want your glaze to have. So a light butter flavor is really nice in these glazes because it just gives it a little bit more depth instead of just icing. Just, sweet and sometimes sickly sweet. So a little bit of butter helps there. Now because this is a vanilla glaze, you want to add just a splash of vanilla. How much vanilla is up to you. So no more than a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon is ideal. But you can add a little bit more if you want more vanilla flavor. You can also add a little bit less if you don't want as strong a vanilla flavor. Now, an ingredient that not everyone uses in their glazes is just a couple shakes of salt. Not very much, no more than 1/8 of a teaspoon. You don't want a salty glaze, but adding a little bit of salt just helps unify and boost the flavor, really. That's the purpose of salt most of the time. So you just want to get around your bowl and just make sure everything's incorporated and all that icing sugar has dissolved, because you don't want clumps. So really get down to the bottom. That's why I'm using one of these rubber spatulas, because I can get right down into the bottom of the pan because it bends really well. So any old mixing bowl will work. Do not use a metal mixing bowl. When you do an icing or a glaze in a mixing bowl, sometimes it can sour the flavor. So we're not going to use a metal mixing bowl. We're going to use plastic or glass. There we go. So that's what it should look like. Okay? Nice and smooth. There's no clumps left. You just want a nice smooth glaze. And this is the consistency it should be. It should really just run off your spatula. Okay? So when I turn my spatula, it just runs off. Okay? It really needs to be that running. So now we're going to grab our cake, any cake. This is just a confetti cake that I made for my son. Okay, so we're just going to take any old cake. This amount of glaze is enough for a 9x13 sheet pan. So if you have a larger cake, you can make a bigger amount of icing. If you have a smaller cake, you can have the recipe. This recipe is really versatile. You can double it or half it to your heart's content. So now we're going to take our glaze, start at the high point of your cake so that it flows downward. Hi, Jake. There's a kitten in here, kitten that we're keeping. Okay, and while you're doing this, scrape it out of the pan, out of your bowl, and then start pushing it so that it goes in all the directions you want it to go to. Okay? There we go. We want to get all of these edges. There we are. So it's really easy to apply. You literally just push your icing around, your glaze around, get all those areas covered. And you can do a thicker layer of glaze if you want, but don't do too much glaze at once. What you want to do is, if you want to do another layer of glaze, you can easily whip up another batch and pour it on top. I'm doing a thin layer of glaze and only one layer because we really don't need that much sweetness on this cake. This is already a really sweet cake. So this is just to seal in the cake. Now the benefit of a glaze is, one, it really is that easy. 2, it helps to seal in the moisture into your cake. If you don't put anything on top of your cake, then it can dry out really fast. So you can do a really thin coat of glaze if you really don't want much icing on your cake. Okay, but something is better than nothing because it won't dry out. So that is a very light layer. It'll set up. You're going to want to let it sit out in the air. Don't cover it for about half an hour so that this glaze gets a little bit crackly and so that it gets, has just a little bit of stability so that when you cut it, it doesn't run everywhere. So we're just going to let that set up. Because it has butter in it, it'll keep it still a little bit pliable. Shh, Jake. Kitten wants attention. So the butter will keep it just a little bit pliable so your glaze doesn't become really hard. So now we just want to ignore it for half an hour. We'll come back and take a look, see what it looks like in half an hour. All right, so a half hour has passed. That's 30 minutes. This has been sitting, and it is hardened, sort of. Okay, so it's not like hard. You don't want it hard, so you push and your finger will still make an indent. But what it is it's just enough to seal the cake up a little bit. So when you touch it, yes, your finger will leave a mark. It's supposed to, because it's a glaze, not a royal icing or anything. So all this does is seal it in and give you a little bit of flavor. Now this is just one coat. If you want a thicker glaze, you let this dry for the full half hour, then you mix up another batch of glaze and pour that on top. I'm not going to do that because this is for my son Rowan and he only likes the barest hint of glaze, just enough to keep it from drying out. So is it the most attractive if you only have this much glaze? No, but it's delicious and it's a very good glaze and almost all of us will enjoy this kind of glaze. This is just your basic vanilla glaze. We can do other flavors of glaze, but this is the one that most people will like. Very few people will dislike a vanilla glaze. So if you're not sure of your audience, go with a vanilla glaze. It's really easy, really simple, and it can be done in just a couple of minutes. Our glaze took us only 2 minutes to mix and about a minute to pour. Then we were done. Then there's just the waiting. I hope you enjoyed making vanilla glaze with us today. It's really simple, really fun, and quite the crowd pleaser. So do try this at home. We'll see you tomorrow.